Welcome back to another morning skate show with the hockey coach Guru Coach Francis directly from the sunshine cold state in Florida. We have to get out our hat, our jacket, and maybe our glove because it's going to be cold. The next two evening, we expect below 40. I believe it's tomorrow night or tonight, and then a 44. Then after that, we'll be fine. But during the day, will be about 60, so it'll be all right. It's not too bad. The New York people, Pennsylvania, is going to be snowstorms coming with a boomerang. I don't know what you're talking about on the weather. But they're going to have a lot of snow in that area. We wish the best for everybody during the weekend. Be safe, and hopefully everything will be all right. It's Friday, January 28, 2022. We are back with all the 10 games we have to talk about last night. A lot of action and different ways. A lot of teams did not show up. A lot of teams surprised. And we have the magician called Trevor Zegras that did a goal on the Michigan way. Chemnikal tried to do it against Ottawa. He did already 2 times. He did it, but last night did not do it against Ottawa Senator. But at the end of the day, it was a great game. It was at the end of the evening. If you watch the Edmonton Oilers against the Nashville Predator, it was an excited and great game to watch. Unfortunately, we have bad news for the New York Rangers. They lost Adam Fox. Hopefully, it's not going to be for a long term. We heard this morning was a day today, but we'll be interesting to see the Rangers going to play tonight without Adam Fox. So it'll be another big step, about another big test. Here you go. It's Friday. What's going on with you, Coach? But that's what's happening. We have a few people show up in the house this morning already. We have RJ Calabro is already in the house with all the information about what's happening yesterday. We have directly from Everything is Big in Texas. But talking about Everything is Big in Texas, we have to take a time to send prayer and thought to the family of the police in the Houston area yesterday. Again, another bad situation, and we wish the best for everybody over there. But we want to welcome back Mr. Joseph Lanham in the house. Joseph was happy. What about the result was not the way they was expect. Honestly, they lost 3-2, but he was happy about the performance of the Devils last night. I saw the highlights. I agree with you, Joseph. Good performance overall. Jack Hughes continues to, perform, and that's what we're looking for the rookie over there. So great performance overall for the Devils, but not good enough to get a W for sure. What about directly from New York? Jose Duarte is in the house this morning. Hopefully he's doing well, Mr. Jose. We're not to give him some love to Mr. Here we go. We're going to give him some love. We're going to wave to Jose directly for Sunshine. So why not to get a little bit, a paddle of love to Mr. Jose Duarte this morning? That'd be great. What about the Tap, the insider, collaborator, moderator, and you name it, you do it, is going to be back at 5 o'clock tonight for the warm-up show. Of course, Mr. Tap is with us this morning. So we're going to give him some love also, but under the way. We're going to send him some comfort. He love. He deserves it. He need this. And Ontario, sure, it's cold over there, so we'll see what happens. That's beach weather in Toronto, below 40 in Tap. Yes, Coach, PA New English. Danny T in the house. Wow, he's not in the shack. What's going on with that? What the fish going on over there? I will say to you, Mr. Daniel, go send me some fire. Not the fire like put you the shack and fire, but some fire to give you some warm in the shack over there. So that's what we give to you. Hopefully you're doing well about that. What about directly from Utah? He's back in the house, the number 1 fans of the Los Angeles King and the King. What about the W again? Unbelievable performance of Peterson for the King yesterday, and they surprised, and they are doing absolutely amazing. The Kings on the road on the east side of the conference. So congratulations. Even the toast is big here. Joseph, I'm not surprised. I'm sure the toaster is bigger like anybody else. Really fun game yesterday. Yes, I agree with you, Joseph. Thank you, Coach. You're welcome. Coach, is Zegras the leader of Rookie to the year and the opinion? No. I still believe Maurice Zeder have a little bit step over him. Zegras does a lot of flashing things where you go to see the top 10, right? But if you talk about already a player established in NHL at his first year, we need to add Zeder a little bit in front of Zegras. I think for me, my nomination, my 3 Calder trophy right now is Zegras, Zeder, and Anton Lundell. I think Raymond should be number 4, and but that would be my nomination at that moment. But, impressive what Zegras is. You can see yesterday, it was the show at, it was a great time because on one side we have the Muppet as a show, and then we have the magician Zegras. So it was an amazing, great game yesterday. We have 2 personalities really amazing in NHL, a Muppet show and a magician show. So the fans, unfortunately, have nobody in the stand, but as a TV show, you can watching those. You have the Muppet Show and the Magician Show. And the winner of the best show last night was the Magician Show of the Zegras last night. So great performance. Why not to send Mr. Pierre Martin is in the house this morning. Pierre Martin, bienvenue. Merci d'être ici encore une fois. We have 10 fans, but we have the best fan in the world, and we have only 7 likes. So what he wants to tell you guys is, you can click right here, and you can also subscribe right here, and tell us what you think about everything. That'd be great. So thanks, Pierre, to remind everybody, click on the likes. I'm at the shack, Coach, about reception. Danny, put your phone under the water, and you're going to get a great, great reception over there. Try this and let us know what you think about that. That's the way what the Leaf does. They always go under the water at some point. I'm Coach. I have a wood staff. All right, Coach, will the NHL turn into a circus clown show with the stuff like Zegras is doing? I love it. And I talked about this morning on my post game. This is amazing. That's, for me, I understand some of you are old school. I think Daniel mentioned about this. But this is the new generation. We have to open up to new ideas. And if someone can carry on the puck anywhere in anything, I don't know, they create something innovative, creative. That's what we want. We want the player to be at their best skill and talented. And that's all about. And you know what? It's for me, it's great. You know what? If the guy can carry on the puck under the shoulder and he can keep the puck around and do all kind of the trick like that, it's great. How many players now try to put the scoring, the goal between legs now? I never see Phil Esposito to do this. I never see Bobby Orr to do those kind of stuff. Why? Because there was not enough innovative. The equipment, the stick, the flexibility, the flex, gave another chance for the player to create something they never do before. And that's the beauty of this, is to see players use their talent at their max and try things like nobody did. For me, this is amazing. I love it. I love it. It's just, for me, it's another step over anybody did it. And I don't know the next thing. I don't know another player can create something we never see yet, right? I'm not there. But for me, it's a great way to do that. And it's innovative. And when you talk about innovative, we want goal in the goaltender, they look like everything is big in Texas. Everything is big in front of the net in NHL. So why not to try to score the way like the goalie cannot do anything about that? The key yesterday was David Savard. It's just to swam and hammer the stick, and then Montembeault, he should be cover the top circle over there. And that will give because what's happening now, the goaltender are big, they are tall, and they play underneath. And they open up those corners. That's what's happening. For me, I don't have no problem with that part over there. It's fun. That's why I call him the magician, the Chemnikov, the Zegras, and some to come for sure in the future. Mr. Richard Millen in the house. Bonjour en forme, mon Pierre. Ready to rock and roll every time I come here because you guys, you make me better and you make me happier. I'm out. Keep cutting. I'll see you later. Y'all, all right, Danny, be careful. Right? Don't fall in the water. Coach, the league are coming for you to hire you, Jose. I would love to get higher. It's time for me to get higher. I'm looking for a job in hockey somewhere, somehow. But from home. Not from I would like to work from home. I'm coming with a video with the Leafs about what they need to do now. We're going to talk about fun news around the league. Hi, Mr. Mullen. And the top coach, do you see a day when the kicking the puck into the net is alloy? I think it should be alloy. It's not. And on top, my point to you is if it's a kicking direction front, I will not accept that. But everything is from the inside, outside with kind of skill. I have no problem. I don't remember who did it, and it was from the inside, and he took a chance to turn his skate on the purpose to push the puck in the net, but on the inside, and he turned 60 degrees, whatever it was. I cannot remember. I think it was Toronto Maple Leaf did it. Anyhow, I like it. I love it. I love it. It's just like a motion, like a soccer kick front, like you kick the ball straight. I think it would be not right to do that, right? But otherwise, I believe there will be other ways. I think that will be fine to do that. Jose, yes, you are right. I haven't seen this, but the younger guys I've seen the All-Star game before. Yeah, and that's the beauty about that one. You can go on the YouTube channel, check those kind of players, Barber is another one. Try all the kind of stuff like that. They carry on the puck with turning around their stick up and down, but unfortunately they cannot go over the shoulder. But I would not be surprised if someone tries something crazy. They flip the puck on the air and then they kick, they swing the stick and they go in. But for me, I have no problem with that part. What about Zegras when he passed the puck to Milano? You know what I mean? And you see this in junior, you see this in the youth travel. And now you see this in the NHL. So for me, it's all about developing. It's about skill. I have no problem with that. But I can understand people don't like it because it's okay. I have no problem with that. You guys, you not agree with me. And you not agree with that. It should be. But again, what is this friend, the guy carrying the puck like he did, and someone passed the puck 3 feet in the air, and the guy swing the stick, and he hit the puck, and the puck go in. It's like a home run, right? I don't have no. It's the same way for me. Eye coordination, skill. It's something they practice all the time, the players and the goaltender. So that being, I'll be fun. Is Norman Flynn one of the top hockey mind? He has a lot of passion for the sport. He is emotional. You talk about Norman Renault, Norman Flynn. Renault, you play with my nerve. I hate Norman Flynn. Just kidding. But for me, unfortunately, Norman Flynn is, under all the reporter in hockey, is not the one is really welcome in hockey. It's not many people like him a lot. It's just not consistency with his thinking, and sometimes he's crazy about that. But some like him. It's just not my favorite one, to be honest with you, Renault, about that one then. Long time ago, he was coaching and everything like that, right? But for me, he's not right for many things he said about different things. Like, I cannot remember what he was said before the playoff last season. This kid should not play. He should not do this, do that. And then he was wrong again. Many times he's wrong. But again, Renault, this is my personal mind or my thinking about him. But he's at the Réseau des Sports, RDS in French, Norman Flynn. But it's not my prototype of expert like Benoit Brunet. I have a difficult time with him also. I love Guy Boucher. I love Vincent D'Anfos. Gilbert Delorme is funny. But some of them are great. Some I connect more. But for me, Norman Flynn is not the one about that one over there. You can kick the ball in lacrosse. Yeah, possible. I don't play lacrosse. It's possible. Go, do you see an extend the 10 minutes? No, in our tap. I don't think so. It happened. The game is already long. And I don't see this will happen one day in our tap about that one over there. I think for me, the 3 versus 3, some are boring, but some, if you have some talent players on the ice, it's amazing. Yesterday, the Nashville, Edmonton, it was amazing. Performance, a goaltender. And then a shootout, some people don't like it. I think sometimes the shootout are fun to watch. And my best call for me, play-by-play, is the shootout. I love the shootout as the script. You know, the guy pick up the puck, he goes across the line, the blue line, then he go to the left, and he's coming second lane. Did you see the goal that McDavid last night? And shootout? OMG. He put the goalie on his right pocket. Unbelievable the move he did. You talk about one of the best goaltender in NHL is Rose. And did you see the move? Oh! It was unbelievable. But it's about Kane is now with the Oilers one of gone. Interesting to see. We're going to talk about him in the next couple of minutes. Okay, laugh. No, sorry about that, Francois. Hi, that was spectacular. Francois Pitt back in the house. No problem. I should have been more specific. I don't make forward motion, but only using the skate or deflect it. Yeah, I understand, I think, like I said, the motion of the thunder skate, everything like that, I think is smart. I was just talking about like a kick straight forward, right? I don't think so. It would be back this. I heard him on English radio, Renault. Oh, I don't know. No. One is really smart, really good. It's Mike Denny. He got, interview for general manager. Mike Denny have a great comments about hockey, everything like that. Guy Boucher is excellent. Guy Boucher. Greeting, Francois Pitt. Yeah, we miss Francois. What's going on with you? And hello, I was just making lunch, Corey Hill, but it's a great time to sharing. Corey, send some lunch to Danny. Danny is on the shack right now. He needs some lunch. He cannot get any fish. So send some lunch. Welcome back, Mr. Corey Hill. The only knock against the Michigan is break the old code rules. I don't know. More for me, I like that. Seems like Brimo might not be the choosing one at the replace price. Patient, Francois. A career does not make a game does not make a career, and a sequence of 3-4 game, whatever they are, not make a career. I think for him, it'd be better get back in American Hockey League and reset over there. But just be patient. We have to see a little bit more in the future. I think he's still young to do that or thinking this way about that. I would like to see a switch and point awarded depending on when the win is achieved. Run and field lacrosse, you cannot. 80 guys could do that move easily, but it was not allowed in the unwritten code. I don't think so, Renaud. I'll be honest with you. I never see at any time, at any YouTube channel, and any video, and anywhere, or someone have it, please send it to me. I would love to see which player took the puck behind the net and turn around and they score like that. I would like to see that. It's because hockey is on evolution. Look the goaltender. Look their style in the past. It was not goaltending perfectly great, and they developed. It's the same thing with this part. How can you flex a hockey wood, Sherwood 50-30? You cannot. How many times do you see a player in 80s pick up the puck and reverse the puck and do the drill, turning with the stick and the puck stuck in the blade? By the speed they turn. You cannot do that. It was not. It's just the evolution. Same thing in the golf. They hit the ball for 400 yards now. It's the same athletes. It's the same people, same talent. Jack Nicklaus can now hit 300 yards because the equipment grow and they get better. The evolution of everything change with time. And the equipment, the coaching, the skill, everything changed for me. So you have to go forward. You have to create something. I don't know what they can create. I don't know. I just feel like if you see this, you just say, wow, this was amazing. For me, it was like amazing. That's great to see that. What is amazing? Tell me, is it better to see a goal like this or see Gallagher in front of the net pushing the puck with the nose? Or put it with a helmet, or he hit the inside of the pad or the pants of the butt of the players, and you have a goal? I don't see this fun. I don't see excited. Of course, you scream because he's a goal. But if you think about talent, you just have to go in front of the net, don't ever move, and you're going to hit the puck who's going to hit you, and the puck go in. What about the tips? The eye coordination, someone in front of the net tip the puck when the puck's coming. Yesterday, I have 2 tips before they go the puck behind Sabres. But that's eye coordination. Those kind of players practice this all the time in front of the net. But for me, I love Zegras. And again, I respect your mind. I respect what you're thinking. But for me, Renault, in 1980s, I did not see a guy carry on that one over there. You know what I mean? I don't see that. It's like Gretzky in the past, he was behind the net. That's called the Gretzky office. They create that name over there. And he was saying, how many people does this now in NHL? You don't see this anymore. A guy still behind the net, watching, looking, waiting. Why? Because the other defensemen, the opponent team, they adjust their system on purpose of that situation now. They drop 1 or 2 defensemen behind the net. They don't let the guy. In the past, the defenseman stay at the goal line and wait for Gretzky what he's going to do. But that's the evolution of hockey. The coach tried to find another way to have a little edge for over and over and over. Michael Robinstein in the house. Lacrosse has a player who's specialist in face-off. Who in national is like that? Nate Thompson or Yannick Perreault? At some point, you have some player, they try to become a specialist on face-off, right? And they have a little bit longer career. I think the guy they got from, not Mayotte, but they got from Vancouver, the MM. I call him the M&M. He coached right now with Toronto. I forgot his name. You have some specialists on face-off, play on the 4 line, like Thompson did at some point, and other players about that one over there. Pierre-Martin, RG back in the house. Thank you so much. And up top, zero complaint about this. That's good to hear that. Corey, tell the goalie of Buffalo should have been suspended 11 games. Not there. He has done before. What do you think? I agree with you, Corey. I don't know the 11 game is the right number, but I think the NHL missed a great opportunity to leave a message to every goaltender in NHL. And remember, guys, he's a backup number 3. He's not a regular goaltender in NHL. So why not to give him 12 game, 10 game, 9 game, 8 game? Why not? Yeah, a guy like him right now, he has no reason to be in NHL. What he said after the game was just crappy stuff. He did it by purpose. So his intention was to hit the guy and to he said to slowly the pace of the players. Come on. No, it's always the right time for NHL to penalize a player like him. It's Connor McDavid, it's another story. It's not because for the reputation, but the purpose of Aaron Dell, it was to hit Batterson. And we don't want losing our star. We don't want to do that. For him, it was a great opportunity to get him 8 game, 10 game. I'm sure he will never do it again. Now at 3 game, he maybe do it again. But 8, 10 game, he losing all the money as a 3rd goaltender, 4th goaltender, or 5th goaltender, whatever he is. His pocket is going to be hungry at some point. So Corey, I agree with you about that one. Yeah, when it says in my book, Corey Hill, I agree with you, but Pierre, good stuff about this. All the mess up, Ukraine for your fault. I'm okay with being patient with Primo, but I will start to look for a goalie in round 2 of the draft. François Pitre. I did not pick anybody. I just to be a little bit more patient about that one over there. Get out time would play. Maybe the rule have changed. We kick who's just never. Some never learn. I think that Michigan will create many new fans among young players. Yes, I'm sure right now this morning the kids go in the street or go at the pound and they try it. I try myself because how many times you pick up the puck with your stick and then you put this in the bucket just by flipping the puck over your stick, right? It's a flex. Why do you pick up the puck from your backhand, so your blade of your stick, and pick up the puck in reverse? I could never do this with my Canadian Co-O Sherwood Montreal hockey stick wood. The only thing I can do it with this is the hammer ahead of someone else. Now, my flexibility of the stick I have, that's easy. My best friend, the coach for Toronto, he gave me a couple of stick from Toronto. Jeez. The flex of this is amazing. It's just crazy. So the kid practices this. They want to see this during the practice. You get all kind of stuff like that. It's developing an invisible stick. Maybe in the middle of verse one day will happen, Pierre. I still like the 3 years NOT. I feel like it's making scoring easier NOT. Probably soon enough, team will start to defend again the Michigan by actually chasing player behind net or something else. They're going to find some way to stop this, of course. But again, that's the beauty of this part. What are you going to do? Sabres have a chance to stop this. He did not do it. Monty should be our number 1 goalie. Primo sounds nervous as some young kids or something. Honestly, yesterday was supposed to be Montembeault, but Montembeault was hurt, come back from the wrist problem. So they gave him 2 days off. It was supposed to be last night, tonight, and be ready for the weekend, and maybe give him back-to-back game. That was the purpose of Dominic Strome with the plan. But because Primo get removed 20 minutes after that, they bring back both. He bring Montembeault. That changed the plan, but that was the purpose about that. AYKYT in the house. Again, Francois said they should seriously consider getting Georgiev for the Rangers. Alan again. Again, Michael, Georgiev last night, 5 goals. I'm telling you right now, guys, I understand some of you like Georgiev is worse than Montembeault. Georgiev is bad. And look at him for the last 2 years, go game by game, watch him between the pipes, is bad. Save percentage is below 9.900 for the last 2 years. He cannot carry on the New York Rangers when they don't have Chesterkin, everything like that. Georgiev is not a great goaltender in NHL. I don't say if okay they get him, but if you use him as a backup number 2, we have a backup. We have Montembeault. We have Jake Allen. That's what we have. We don't need a third Georgiev. You're going to pay the price to get him and the player is not good. It's not good enough to have a reputation, to be consistency, to become one day a goaltender number one. Is not. And you look last night, the goal he gave. Look before that, he cannot carry on the team on his shoulder. That's the point. Georgiev, he's an NHL. For me, now Michael, if you love Georgiev, you believe is the next Dominik Hasek, or if you believe is the next Jake Allen, I respect each one of you with your opinion about each player. But if you look deeper, the stat, the analytic, where he got score, on what side he got score, over shoulder, over the glove, below the glove. If you get those information, you're going to see Georgiev struggle a lot. And that's the reason his stats are not great. And that's what I believe he will never been a goaltender number one. And he's really barely make a number two right now overall. The greatest icony about the goaltender is that the goalie goes used style based on Jacques Plan book. Martin Brodeur is out first, so he was another still 30%. But goalie is a greater coach. I watched the Dale punch the guy in the head. Then is possibly will see migration back to the stand-up goalie to prevent. Around after argue goal nails the stand-up by the out corner. And the reason they go down now or they play down is because they are big. That's the reason. They are big, so they are taller. They get their stuff. They pick their style bigger, so they taller, so they get used. You know what I mean? They try to get for one post to another post. How about that? Montalbo looked left before he turned right, and the puck was right away at the same time. So, congratulations for Zegers to do that. Del punched the guy in the head, and the player left. I will let you show you what really happening, Coach. I don't know. I think Coach, I watched Del punch the guy in the head. I don't know if you talk about the last incident, Jose, or you talk about Dale in the past. But the last one, he was just hit with the elbow. Okay, we'll see on the TikTok and Instagram is the reality. We are going to make the rest game eventually. I agree with you, Renault. It's crazy how certain play can change the style of the play and goalies. Moral Coach Vallejo. Yeah, Richard, about that one over there. You really have the possibility to pull off a Michigan a real game. It's not happened a lot, right? The speed of the game changing, everything like that. So it's not happened a lot, and it's rare. But we have an opportunity for those kind of players that try it. They do it. Nicole tried last night against Ottawa. It did not work. But he scored. François, the Jacques Plan model for sure, perfect par Penny Parent and Bouchard, to me is the best approach. Split leg, great, more stress going around too many holes. Give me Teresa and Jacques Plan Vachon style. My call, Bobby Clark shoot harder with his Sherwood cut to the guys. Bobby Clark shoot harder with his Sherwood to the guys. What it was the speed of Bobby Clark, Renault? I'm not remember Bobby Clark have an amazing, great slap shot. All the time I follow hockey, I never have someone said Bobby Clark have the biggest slap shot harder in hockey. On that time he played. I think I have other players the time he played again have a better Bobby all have and they was maybe the best one for many years. And then the time Bobby Clark played, I think Yann Yafrate is another one about slap shot over there. I don't know, but I'm surprised about that one there. But maybe I'm wrong. I never get Michigan is the defense, but Savard is an American Hockey League. I think it's an open debate, but few people are thinking about this. Evan Worth Batterson was supposed to be at the All-Star game. Thanks a lot. It's an incident, obviously, correct, and now it's worse because they lost yesterday, Josh Norris. So Ottawa, again, are losing two great hockey players, and it is what it is. Yeah, he is bad. Michael, I always find it where a goalie go down, he leave that top corner exposed. I get the trial recovery. I just watched a video of the player using the goalie head to bounce the puck in. Speaking of goaltender, Uso is on fire. You talk about the best goaltender right now on fire. It's him, 6-0-0. Bennington is starting to lose his job. And if I was at the playoff tomorrow, I would start with Uso Video. Well, sure, coach, I would prefer Jake Allen if they sign. Josette did think last night, I'm listening. You make sense. Not a problem, Michael, about that one over there. I think Jake Allen, he have a contract for one more year next year at $2.4 million. We'll see the situation with Carey Price, and go from there after that. But I will not do this. Now, in our top practice is Finland conversation. Gum Wesley hate joke planned. Don't forget Wesley has a 4-shot, everything like that. Talking about the goaltender, guys, we have time, right? You know you love my stories. But yeah, a funny story this morning I heard is every Martin Brodeur and Dominic Hasek they always collect the puck when they got a shootout. Martin Brodeur have 104 shootout, and Dominic Hasek have 81. So every time they win and 3-0, Brodeur, someone would pick up the puck, and Brodeur keep it with him, bring in this collection over there. Dominic Hasek, he got a shootout 5-0 for Detroit Buffalo, and pick up the puck after the game, bring on his. But one day, they play each other, and the game is 0-0 at the end of the game. Both have a shootout. So what they did, they pick up the puck, and they cut the puck in two pieces, and they gave a piece to Martin Brodeur, and they gave the piece to Dominic Hasek. So Martin Brodeur have a 103 puck, and half of the puck for 104 during his career, and Dominic Hasek have 80, plus the half of the piece, and for 81. So it was funny to hear that this morning on the NHL. Imagine that. So when you talk about sometimes you never know, because the puck broke yesterday or something. I got another story. I did not hear about the story, but it's happened. Sometimes the puck split in two. And so that's how the story between Brodeur and Hasek about both of them split the puck, and they got their puck all the way. But I just want to mention what happening about that. Roy circa 86 was the gel O version of régression version. Coach, if you are looking for a goalie for Montreal, who would you look for, assuming Allen Price is not back? Who we want to add there? We have many goaltender right now, right? And you know, it's easy name players goaltender, but to get them, it would be almost impossible. But I still believe me, John Gibson, Frederick Anderson are really solid goaltender. About that, of course, you know, I can go with Vasilevsky, everything like that, and there are not many are available at that level. Then you have to go to level number 2, number 3 after that, and that's the problem with Montreal, or the problem with their goaltender number 1. Look about Philadelphia, they cannot handle there. Look, New Jersey cannot handle there, right? And you have a lot of teams like that, they cannot handle there. It takes time to carry on a good goaltender. Look, Dallas right now, they do it good, but not great. Zaros is maybe the best goaltender right now in its shot at that moment. And look, Washington, what's going on? They struggle. Look, Islanders struggle. It's not easy to get a great goaltender and then go all the way. So, you know, like, no problem to get them. I would say to you, Vasilevsky, Zaros, they are my top 3 goaltender for sure. You know, Frederick Anderson, someone you have to look about this. The Damko, that's another one you have to look this. Alebak with 55 game would be better. At Alebak with 70 game in my book. But that's the way they are. We're looking about that one over there. Michael, I think Allen's team for 2 more years. I keep one ship for a solid backup. And not up, yeah, 1 more year to go. So 2 years right now. But after next year, it's going to be 1 more year to go. about that. I did not know at an hour. I thought Allen is gone. You have one more year to go. So one more year after next year. Does House please friendly because it's so short. I like this game. I see McDavid developing and do that. No, Renault McDavid is never going to be a Zaros, and he's never going to be in the NHL, unfortunately, on my eyes. Zaros, the reason Zaros played, guys, is because he looked bigger on the ice. So he's alert, and he's challenged all the time. And he's really quick. So if you look last night, I really watched him a lot yesterday. Honestly, I don't watch him a lot, Nashville. But he's always challenging. He's not play deep. He go forward because he's small. So he more go forward, the net restrain. If you go deep, the net go bigger. It's the same thing when the puck is in front of you inside of 3 feet. The goaltender is going to be bigger. He will try to get bigger this way. He's go that direction with us. He tried to go over that way and not go backwards like this, because that's you open up here, you open up down. But when you go in front of the net, a rebound 3 feet, you try to attacking forward. You want the goaltender go step forward because now he get bigger, and then the players try to figure out where to go. But if the goaltender square back shoulder backwards, now you open up more. The same thing is you not challenge the puck. You go see a goaltender sometimes. Look, Bobrovsky example. He would go 5-6 feet outside the crease to get a puck. They track the puck, right? And Zaros, for me yesterday, what I was really impressed is the way he was really agile with flexibility, but also quickness, moving from one side to another side. He was there. And he stopped breakaway a lot. If you check Tressadle, you have a breakaway in third period. The guy is maybe right now at that moment, for what I see, all the goaltenders this year, I see a ton, maybe not everyone. Saros, yeah, one step over many of them. That's the reason why Nashville. I was impressed by the quality of the play of Nashville yesterday. Guys, the Central Division, the player will be interesting to watch because they are great team over there. Minnesota is legit. Nashville is legit. St. Louis Blues is legit. Colorado is legit. That's 4. I think Winnipeg is over now, and Dallas will try, but I don't see Dallas the same level like I just mentioned before. And the other side is going to be an interesting race. I believe Vegas is top, but after that, it's crazy with that. Calgary, Anaheim, Los Angeles, Edmonton's going to join the party now, right? And San Jose, I don't think so. I think San Jose and Anaheim could be 2 teams going to be a little bit lower. But it would be interesting to see Calgary fighting with Los Angeles King and the Edmonton Oilers. I believe the Kane situation was just increasing the confidence of that team for Edmonton Oilers. I think the slum is behind them. They won the last 3 games. Imagine Kane, McDavid with Hyman together. That's one. Then after that, you have O'Connor with Tressadle. Paul Giovanni, you could put there. You could put first line, Hyman the second line. And then you have Yamamoto on the third line over there with Forget on the third. On that one over there, they have the center. They get there. I don't know, it's Tyrell Ryan, whatever they are, right? That's going to be established a lot there. If they can find a goaltender and another defenseman, and you have a lot of defensemen, I'm not worried about that. Get that goaltender, that team is going to be changing because of open up a Kane, open up structure better there. The way. Bobby Howe has the best shot those days, no curve stick, Pierre. 72 Summit Series, the recent player was intercepted by the heavy stick, heavy shot, Renault. It was more intimidated by the stick of the Phil Esposito. Jacques Plan, have a good career in NHL. Il a affronté Al McInnes. For me, some of the best shots accuracy, La Pointe, Park, 7 field, pas de 20 pas si. Is it unethical to teach your kid to aim for the head and shoulder soft spot? I don't see problem. Finally, want to join NATO about that. Coach thought on Kane press conference this morning. It was all right. You know, every time I see Kane, I see Antonio Brown. And my mind said, okay, when next time? When the next? When? When's the next time? What kind of stupidity was going to do Kane? Who knows what happened, right? But at everything, see him. Like I said, as a hockey player, the kid can play hockey. The Oilers going to have a better hockey team because of Kane. Because Kane can shoot, he can play in front of the net, he can fight, he's increasing that team better, stronger. Now, how much? I don't know yet. He did not play for almost 1 year now. It would take time, give him a couple of breaks, but a good sign for them. And, you know, at that moment, he will be quiet. He's not going to open up too much. He had a good interview on TSN last night, I believe, about the situation. But we'll be interested to see that. Yep, all the fantasy players on your list. Michael, Finland, Sweden, giving what is going on about that. No, it's the new video. Oh, Michael, you're right. I heard one time the player should allow the pro goalie hands. What do you think of Alex Formenton? He has a 9-goal this season. You know, he took advantage right now, the opportunity, because now you're going to lose Patterson and Norris. And Formenton is the right time right now to take those kind of opportunities. Will be interesting. But, you know, is a kid grow? Is a kid is not 20 years old? And sometimes take a little bit longer. You take about to be patient. I think Formenton is a great one for that. He's looking good. Your enjoys 30 regular season. Record win and 100. Thank you so much, RJ, for information about and Rick behind me. Gaston Gérard have a terrific snapshot. Yes, François. Gingras have a great one about that one over there, but not Gilles Lupien. How can you say never when McDavid is so close? You just have to keep working ever harder. For me, when you look about him, you look is how he been in hockey professional. He never reached that level. And I said, for me, I don't think so. He will reach that kind of level, but because the way he is. Yeah, he was not in the American Hockey League. He dropped. He was an East Coast Hockey League. I will give you a McDavid, who I can consider him as maybe Zachary Fukel in my eyes. On the ice of the Montreal Canadiens, McDavid is not considered as a prospect for them, as an NHL goaltender. If you look about what they did with him, and then the Lindgren situation, but he's a fighter, McDavid. He never be, you know, he's a fighter. He's always been that way with him. But you can see yesterday against Minnesota, and I understand that's the only one game. But for me, I don't see McDavid. I could be wrong, and he make me wrong. I'll be great. But I don't see him a career in NHL, unfortunately. Worst case, maybe backup number 2, but I don't see that. Not with Montreal Canadiens, for sure. Goal scoring is all about outwitting the goalie with patience. Dallas is a mess. Rancock, yeah, they are going. They go on winning streak. They're looking good right now. Honestly, Ryan, they are back home and they have a big game tonight, and we'll see what they look like. But it's a team like you don't know what kind of team you're going to get tonight. And tomorrow you're watching them. It's another team, but they have the same players. It's a roller coaster all the time with them. And Sandy been on the bubble. I noticed an OT, the goalie leave 5-0, open up a bit, but out the shot come, the twist side went towards the pad, push the pad aside. Is a great move. Go is Yamamoto, a boss, is so fast but unpredictable. I don't know what's the expectation for everybody about him. He had a good year 2 years ago, did not do well last year. He's started to come back now, a little bit better. You know, it was maybe never. Who knows? I don't know yet. The delivery, the expectation people has on him, but I think you have to be a little bit patient with him. And obviously, his opportunity to be at the top 6 with them. And I don't know. It's a kid right now at that level with the size he has. Maybe he's going to be a 10 to 15 goal per year, not 20, 25 like maybe the expectation was for him. François Rémeux-Gingras, yes, very accurate. You remember Tremblay, Paul Coffey, Mikita, Cole Wesley, Rick Martin, Redmond, and Rick Nicholas was a 2-pad stack away to cover the 5-0 or more for the top corner save. Ren, like you said, I'm skate so well, but he is a mystery. Cole, do you think the league will sign Osang? I don't know. I don't see Osang in NHL. Never been that way. You talked about McNavid earlier, where he never reached that level yet. Osang the same way. Never did well with Islanders. It's really an American Hockey League player on my eyes. I don't see this anywhere about that one. Là, Gingras, François. Lupien was another kind of a slap shot to finish opening. Yes, François. I gotta go, but it has been a lot of fun. No problem, Corey. I will wish you next time. Corey will do Pierre, Michael Allen, Kobensky, and Jules Lupien, 2 on my face, but Pierre Bouchard put him before them. Pierre Bouchard was another one over there. Pierre Bouchard was long time in the radio and TV, but I don't see Pierre Bouchard anymore. About him. All right. We have 8 minutes to fire up everything, guys. Don't forget to click on the like. I'm going to helping you about that one over there. Hockey talk. Never stop to talk. Here we go. The first one I want to talk about what we do at the beginning. I don't know this is open. This will be done. Here we go. First one. I know some of you is going to find him very quickly because we have the old school people out in the house. First players. Who is the Montreal Canadiens players? The time you're looking for him, I will tell you, Adam Fox is out. Rand Kesslav is out. Tucker Pullman is out. Joshua or Josh Norris is out. Maxime Mamen is out. And Austin Zizarnik is out. They are the injury for the game last night, all night. Pierre was funny when he was on TV. François. Terry Harper. Congratulations to Nick and Michael Robinson. Krusky said at the 50 goal scorer, remember his game is blue-white against Figo. How do you interpret that? Terry Harper, this is Ron Ellis. Terry stripping Michael 19. The next one I want to talk about is easy one also. We have 3 this morning. Dave Keown. Who is the Flyers players? Keith Primo, Nollet. Oh! Jose Duarte did it. Peter Zezel. Finally, the last one. Howie Morin who said the last one. Let's do it. Goaltender for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Primo was wearing number 25. That's a good guess, by the way, by your answer. Claude Lemieux. Pepe. A lot of story about Pepe in my life. If in a top for sure, have some goalie mask, Steve G. Yep. Jim Melash. Cam Talbot. Talbot is always with us. Very funny, so Jules Malache, no. Oh, the time is over. Who's going to get it? Joe Daly. Chris Kunitz. Coach now in hockey. Nobody got that one? Come on. He was also a goaltender for the St. Louis Blues. I'm going to tell you the name. You're going to say that, oh my God. Greg Millen, goaltender for the St. Louis Blues and the Pittsburgh Penguins for many years. Greg Millen, he was the one we're looking for. Grand Fuel, no, not Grand Fuel, about him. Let's move on. The next one I want to mention to you. Tonight, Sergei Zubov is going to be retired his jersey by the Dallas Star. At the same time, and Madison Square Garden, and the New York Rangers retired the great goaltender, Hall of Fame one day, Henrik Lundqvist. Henry, the celebration starts at 6:30. So if you are in New York, you should go and watching the Henry Lundqvist. Couple of milestones yesterday. What about the future again trophy winner of the Frank Selke this year? Alexander Barkov, the captain, 16 for the Florida Panthers, scored his 200 NHL goal, and it was a 2-4-1 because he got also at the same time his 500 NHL point in NHL. So congratulations. You're absolutely right, Steve, about Zubov. Great about him for sure. The next milestone, we got 800 game play by Tyler Bozak. Bozak, guys, he become the third player in NHL play 800 game and more. He never be drafted in NHL. Nobody drafted him. He was an undrafted player, and he made this happening. 800 games. So congratulations for Bozy. The people call him Bozy. Got to see you later. Right, the 1,000 game by the defenseman number 8, the assistant for the Los Angeles Kings, Drew Doughty, did yesterday. Congratulations for Doughty. 800 game NHL, another milestone. And we have also 200 NHL career goal by the Mr. Philip Forsberg yesterday. Congratulations for Forsberg. We have also Evander Kane signed a new contract with the Edmonton Oilers. Yesterday, it was a press conference. This is the 10th game happening yesterday. I'm going to go flip everything there. We don't have no time, but I just want to mention to you, the Winnipeg Jets, since Mark Sheffley hit Jake Evans, this team never been the same team. I don't know why. I don't know the reason. I don't have no reason there. But amazing to see the Winnipeg Jets never been the same thing since that hit, to be honest with you. And they struggled. Great W for the Oilers, the Blues, the Seattle Surprise and OT, the Pittsburgh Penguins. The Florida Panthers still winning at home. The Carolina Hurricane at the last minute beat the Ottawa Senators and shootout. The Vancouver Bruins, there he is, beat the Winnipeg Jets. What about the Rangers? Came back with 5 goals and they win yesterday. The Los Angeles Kings get a big game against the Islanders. Like I mentioned to you, the Islanders have no chance to make the playoff. The Tampa Bay did enough to win 3-2, and finally Montreal Canadiens. They lost again 5-4. Kelly with Edmonton was a gamble. Winnipeg defense is a mess. Sheffley come up. Glad to see that he hit the 1,000 with Brown, Kopitar, and Quick. I agree with you about that. Great observation for everybody. It's time to go on that one, guys. The French quiz at the end. We'll see the result. I have an extra answer if we need it. I'm going to get it. If not, we're not going to do it. We're going to go only 3. If we have, we're going to go at 4. Depends what they look like. There are 77 different players with -1. Not -2, not -3, not +1, not 0. Only -1. Zip right there. 77 players. Is it under or over? How many players you believe have a -1 yesterday with the 10-game, 20-team in action last night in NHL. We're looking for some answer. We want you to participate. We're going to give you a free fish from Danny with a cookie of Joseph. Steve said under. Valeu said over. Inotab said under. Take a note. We have Inotab, under Jose Duarte. And we have also Luc said under. Richard said over. We have also Andy said over. Pierre Martin said under. Thanks for your participation. We're not many people, but you are here. That's the one participate. Joseph said under. And Francois Pitt said over. Hey guys, you participate a lot. I love it. I love it. I love it. RG said under. Ron Quinn said over. And then RG said under. The answer this one, guys, is over. 80 players have -1 yesterday. So the winner are Valeo, Richard Millen, AKF, Francois Pitt, and R20 take the lead at that moment. Mr. Andy Coivolo is in the house. Let's dive in for number 2. There are 10 players with 6 and plus. The 6 is including and plus 8 last night. 10 different players. Is it under or over? Here we go. I'm excited for that one. Half of us gonna be right. Steve said B. Steve said B. Over. And after said B. Over. RG said under. Jose Duarte said over. We're missing a couple of people now. Hurry up. Pierre Martin said over. We're missing Valeo. We're missing Richard Millen. We're missing Francois Pitt. AK. R20. Oh, they are on the other side. Hold on. Joseph said under. We have in our tap, we have RG under. We have Luc Lafortune under. We have Jose Duarte over. We have Richard Martin, Millen over. Pierre Martin over. Francois Pitt over. New King over. Antico Ivula over. Valeo over. Richard Millen over. Thank you so much for your information. But it was under 9 players. Not many people got it. Honestly, anybody is at 2 at that moment. And many of you are 0-2. And Luc Lafortune score, Joseph Laham score, RG score, and we have also R20, AK. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players right now with 1 point only. Wow. This is going to be the final stretch on this one over there. That's one. Maybe we'll see how many get it. There are 83 different players as 25, including and plus shift yesterday. 25 shift they play at least in plus in NHL. The number is 83 we're looking for. Under or over? Oh, tricky coach. This one I was. And our tab is 0-2 right now. If Kelly was in the chat, should we tell him? And our tab is 0-2. Steve G said over. RG said over. Joseph Lamb said over. Andy said under. Ron Quinn said over. Under. Sorry about that. Luc Lafortune said over. Valeo said over. Richard Millen said over. And at that, she would be. Jose Duarte said under. Pierre Martin said over. Francois Pitt said under. And on tap said over. But we're going to go for an extra answer. I think we have too many people get it. Not many, but some step up, and we have to go that way. The answer, guys, surprisingly, it was under 77 players as 25 shift only and not more at 83. So Ron Kings have 2 answer, AK 2. Francois Pitt is at 2. The rest of you are at 1, and some of you are 0-3, like in our tap. Kelly just tell me to tell you that. Let's move on for one more, the last one of the night. And start with this one over there. They are 30 different player as 1 point on power play yesterday. 30 of them. Is it over or under? This is the last one. Possible we have 1 winner, or possible we have more at 3 winner. That's where we at, and in our tap is not going to win today. Pierre Martin, 0-4 possible. In our tap set under. Steve G said under. Joseph Laham said over. We have under. Joseph Duardic. RG said under. Veleo said under. It will copy in our tap. Richard Mullen said under. Luc Lafortune said over. Not Wick King said over. I'm missing Andy said over. Pierre Martin said over. And Francois Pitt said over. But the extra answer, guys, it did not make any friends. The 3 winner win today. And the other, maybe some of you have 2 answers now. But the answer, guys, surprisingly, it's over. 31 players have a 1 point yesterday. And we have some winner here, guys. We have 3 of them, honestly. And the winner of the day are Andy Koivula, Ron Quinks, and also Francois Pitre. All 3 are 3 good answers. Joseph Laham, Luc Lafortune with 2. And many of you are at 1. And some of you, like in our tap, is at 0. Not this one. But congratulations. Congratulations for Mr. Andy, A.K. Ron 20, and Francois Pitt with good answer. Pierre Martin. It's just like my pick last night in our tap. Coach, does Montreal have a good prospect for the goalie? They have 2 of them right now. One in one in Ohio State, Johnny, right now in NCAA. And then we have a good one in Europe, Fitchell. He's going to see him, watching him in the Olympic. He played for the team Denmark. So interesting to see him. Really have a great year over there. The kid for Ohio is good, but I'm always worried on the NCAA, the stat, because sometimes the team is so good. Look, Primo have a great year, 2 years with Northwest Eastern, right? But he's really good, the goaltender over there. So you have 2 of them and the prospect. That's not including Primo and McNavid at that moment. What they have in Montembeau, I consider at 23, 24 years old, still a prospect. So that's the 2-1 Johnny they have. They perform. They have other in the QM. I think you have 1 in QM. They have 1 more in somewhere else. But they are very low compared to the 2 I just mentioned to you. OMG, I went at the guess that stat. 0-3 Steve J. I gave up on the 4 question. Did not want to go 0-4. That's awesome, Steve. You gave up after 0-3. I think I will give up also, but in our time, we want to prove he can be unperfect sometime. Pierre Martin, it's a pleasure having you guys. Look, we hit the 110. Sometime I show up here, guys. I have a plan. I'm supposed to talk about the NHL game the night before and a specific thing, but I love those QA. I love those discussions. I love we exchange like we did today. It's a Friday. The continent is different. And I think sometimes you never know what this turn around. And I understand we're not 60 people. I understand we're not 50. I understand we're not 30. We're still hanging at 15, 20. It is what it is. I have no complaining about this. I'm happy because you are the one make it fun. Because
you are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Yes, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, we are grateful, thankful, all together to be together at that time of the day. And you are the one make it friends. I just want to say to you, thank you. Until then, my friend, I wish you an amazing, blessing afternoon. And of course, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only to dominate your day today, but find a way to dominate your year 2022. See you at 5 o'clock afternoon with our best friend in our top.
Really want to know what's going on now. Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know?
Have a good one, Andy. I forgot to answer you back, Andy. I will. I apologize. I was busy yesterday. Jose, you're welcome, my friend. Richard, always a pleasure. Salah. Yeah, Martin. Steve G. François Pitt. Thank you so much. Salah, always a pleasure. What about the Cookie Man? The Jose Flaham. Philip, oh, we miss you, buddy. We love you. We miss Yamo today. RJ.
Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted. You showed in your own way we would stand and we would fall united. Come on, get a grip now. Just finish what you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided.